This week on Steel Horse Thunder. The Steel Horse Thunder riding season is coming to an end, but we take time to go down to Whiteland to Dreyer Honda South for their vintage motorcycle show.
We can't talk too much about the other bikes if you want yours to win.
No.
Do you know I was born in 1983? And that bike was made in 1983?
Well, I was born in 1939. I still ride these things.
Then we head to Daleville for the American Legion ride, helping our homeless veterans. So let's bundle up, kids, because it's cold out there.
I'm more of a wuss than you because I'm not riding today.
I'm a misplaced Buckeye. And I'm still a Buckeye. Go Bucks!
Steel Horse is brought to you by Leidendorf Law, with over 60 years experience in motorcycle and automotive injury cases.
If a truck hits me and flees the scene of the accident, I'm out of luck, right?
File a police report because you are entitled to compensation, even if the person leaves. There's a reason Leidendorf Law handles so many trucking accidents. Why Leidendorf? Just compensation.
You hear that little voice? It says, meet me where the road touches the sky. It's time to ride. And when you're on the road, make sure you have rider insurance. Rider is focused solely on the motorcycle community and has been for almost 4 decades. We know what it's like to feel the wind on our face because we're riders ourselves. Come see the difference. Ride with Rider.
If you're in an accident, be sure that you are comfortable with your legal counsel. Statistically, you will do much better with a lawyer you trust. Visit Leidendorf.com to see 5 things to consider when you've been hurt. Leidendorf Law, approachable and on your side.
Hey, we made it down here to Dreyer Honda South in Whiteland.
And Scott, it looks like we've got motorcycles, dirt bikes, and even push scooters.
There's a lot of cool things going on here at the Vintage Motorcycle Show, so I think we should not waste any more time. Go take a look at some stuff.
Yes, sir. All right, Ted, this is an awesome vintage bike right here. Tell me about it.
It is a 77 GL 1000 Goldwing. I found it from a gentleman that lives close to me in Brooklyn. Me being from Mooresville, he was just about a neighbor. I saw it on Craigslist, and it was for sale for $6.5, and I was able to purchase it from him.
Was it rideable?
No, it was not rideable. I had to pick it up in a trailer and haul it to a friend of mine's house where I began to take it apart. It was the original red, I don't know how to explain it, but it was like not a candy apple red, but it was a red color. Mm-hmm. And I took it apart the first time when I got it. I picked it up December of 2011 and worked on it through that winter into the summer of 2012. I painted it candy apple red. Took the carbs off, rebuilt them. I blacked the motor out, and the brake calipers, which they're dirty, but they are black to match the top here. So it's a pearl black. It was supposed to be just a red-black theme to begin with, but the candy apple red did not take how I liked it, and so I took it apart again this last winter, and painted it the white, just a regular white. I kept the black, and I need to touch up the motor because of carb leakage, but it's going to be a black and white theme from now on. And so the seat, as I was just explaining to you, the seat was the original double OEM seat, and it was tore real bad. Actually, and the seat pan was rusted. That's one thing I left out. The seat pan was rusted bad, so I stripped it down, rust treated it, painted it. I got my Sawzall and basically just chopped it. I was able to keep the foam. I was able to salvage it and re-glued the foam and made it basically a single seat for me. I picked up a double bucket for my wife whenever she wants to ride. It bolts on right here. So this just lifts off, and I can put the double bucket on.
I was going to say, because this right here doesn't look very comfortable for your wife to ride.
No, it's not comfortable for anybody to ride. The luggage rack I have with it, it bolts on here and here. So.
All right. Well, it's a very, very nice bike, and you said it's a 1977, correct?
It is a 77, yes.
Did you ride it in today in this cold weather?
Yes, I did. Not for the sake of sanity, but I did.
Well, have you seen the other bikes around here that you like?
Absolutely. There is a yellow 76 GL 1000 down there that I am quite partial to. The gentleman did an outstanding job with it. The 750 right beside mine is a phenomenal looking bike. It only has 12,000 miles on it.
Are they voting today on the bikes?
They are voting. I'm kind of partial to this one.
Obviously. I mean, we can't talk too much about the other bikes if you want yours to win.
No. I'm kind of partial to this one, but I do have to give credit where credit's due for the other bikes.
All right. Well,
So-
you did an awesome job on this bike.
Well, thank you very much. It's a work in progress, as all old bikes are, and but I love it and plan to keep it for a long time.
Hey, Tommy, can you tell me a little bit about your Goldwing here?
Sure. I found this in a garage in '84, and my wife purchased it unknowns to me. Brought it home, and we rode it for a couple years and put it in a barn. It sat in a barn for about 10 years. Then I got it out of the barn and completely tore it down to the frame and rebuilt it. When I first purchased it, it had a vetter fairing and a trunk on the back and a backrest and everything. I wanted to restore it to factory condition. So over the one winter, I tore it apart and had it over my garage, rebuilt the carburetors, went over everything, and tried to put it back as close as I could to the way it came out of the factory. So that's about it. And lately, I've owned Goldwings. I'm on my 9th Goldwing. I just traded in a 06 Goldwing with 142,000 on it. Now I've got a new 12 in June. It's got 22,000 on it. So this doesn't get a whole lot of time to ride. But I love to ride this around town, go downtown, and just play around with it. It's just a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, it's a beautiful bike, and I like to hear people that put miles on the scooters. I like that because I got a 2000. I've been so proud that in 2000 I was able to put 143,000 on my bike. My gosh, you beat me hands down though. I guess I've been slacking compared to what you do, huh?
Yeah. Well, this we just went on a 12,000 mile trip on our new one. That's why I've got the 22,000 on. We went to Alaska and then back down the West Coast and back home. And that's our 3rd trip to Alaska on bikes over our career, me and my wife.
I know the seafood's good up there, but is it really worth driving all the way up there like that?
We really enjoyed it. We had the seafood. I love that halibut. The halibut is great.
Well, I appreciate you taking time talking to us about the bike here. This is a beautiful Goldwing here. I know the new ones are really nice. I know they're like, I always say they're the Cadillac of motorcycles, but I love seeing the old ones like this, man. You did a great job restoring this one.
Thank you very much.
All right, Randy, can you tell me a little bit about your scooter here?
Well, it's got a little story behind it. My very first motorcycle way back a long time ago, I won't say how long ago, but it was a 69.5 Honda 350. So I'd always thought I'd like to see if I could find one of those out there. And my son-in-law had a friend who owned this, and my son-in-law was storing this in his garage. And every time I'd go over to his house, I'd see this thing and say, when are you gonna tell him I need to buy this bike? I need to buy this bike. So he kept asking the guy that owned it, you want to sell it? The guy kept saying, no, I don't want to sell it. So finally, back last fall, his car died. And I came swooping to the rescue with a little bit of cash and the Desire. So I basically paid cash and a guitar and picked up this really sweet Honda 450 Scrambler for a song, basically. And it's only got 11,000 original miles on it, so I haven't done too much to it since I owned it, except ride it and polish it up a little bit. And I had the seat recovered, and he also had an extra seat with it, so I got that one recovered in white. So I've got 2 seats. I can put a white seat on there if I feel like looking like the Beach Boys, or I can have the black stock seat on there. But I haven't done a whole lot to it, and I've been riding it when it's warmer because I'm normally a Goldwing rider. So I also own a Goldwing, and so when I'm just riding around short trips around town and just kind of scooting around, then I like to ride this.
Well, and that's what a lot of people don't realize. Now you say you're a Goldwing rider. Okay, one of the nicest bikes that are built. One of the most comfortable bikes to ride, but yet there's something about hopping on the little 450 that's fun, and that's what a lot of people don't realize. You don't just because you have a nice big comfortable bike doesn't mean the other bikes aren't fun to ride too.
Oh, absolutely, and the whole retro part of it as well. I mean, this is a '74 model, which isn't quite as old as the one that I had when I was 17, but it's from that era. So when I saw it, the blue was my favorite color. So like I said, I really didn't have to do too much to it, except just I had the carburetors rebuilt last fall, and it runs real sweet.
Well, I love seeing all the old Hondas out here. I was an old Honda guy for many, many years. My first street bike was a Honda, a 78 Honda 750 or a 554, And coming out here and checking out some of these bikes is really cool. You did a great job with your bike, and I'm sure you're really enjoying it.
Yeah, I'm liking it a lot. I've been a Honda guy right from the get-go. I think I owned a 550 Suzuki back in the late 70s, but all the other bikes that I've owned a couple of Gold Wings and a V65, which was one of the fastest bikes they ever made back in '84. So I've always been a Honda guy, always enjoyed it, probably always will be.
All right, so I'm here with Harold, and you brought 3 bikes in today. Tell me about these bikes.
Well, this is a 1981 Honda CR 450. It's a first year production for our big bore Honda bikes, motocross bikes.
Okay, and what?
And this is a 1975 Elsinore CR 250. It's a motocross bike, kind of in between the short travel and long travel bike. It's moving up. So.
Okay, and what's your third bike?
The third bike is a 1983 Honda CR 250. Kind of the modern bike version of what we have today. Not a lot of difference between the 83 than what we have at the 213 bikes.
So you do a lot of dirt bike things, correct?
Yes, some motocross and mostly cross country.
And you do all that still?
Still.
Do you know I was born in 1983? And that bike was made in 1983?
Well, I was born in 1939. I still ride these things.
Yeah, that is awesome. I don't even ride these things, so kudos to you for that.
Well, thank you. I've had a good career fooling with the bikes. I've been lucky enough to win 2 national championships.
So you rode all 3 of these in races before?
Yeah. Oh, excuse me, not the 81.
Okay, but the 83 and the 75?
Yes. For both of those, yeah. The 75, I probably rode it 2 or 3 years, all season long.
Okay, and I hear you have one more bike inside. We might have to take a look at that. What is that one?
Yes, that's the 1973 Elsinore CR 250, which really was a bike that brought motocrossing to where it is today. That was kind of the beginning of good motocross bikes.
Is that one of the oldest bikes that they have here at the vintage bike thing today?
I can't say that. I'd have to go down through that.
I've been looking.
In the
I'm seeing the
motocross
80s.
bikes, yes. In the motocross, yes, it is the oldest one here.
Awesome. Well, we'll have to go in and take a look at that one.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
If you're in an accident, the insurance company has incentive to settle quickly. Don't say anything and don't sign anything until you've contacted a lawyer. Visit Leidendorf.com to see 5 things to consider when you've been hurt. Leidendorf Law, approachable and on your side. If you're in an accident, seek medical attention right away. Many injuries can go undetected and manifest without a proper diagnosis. Visit Leidendorf.com to see 5 things to consider when you've been hurt. Leidendorf Law, approachable and on your side.
Now let's take a look at the Southside Harley-Davidson featured woman rider.
All right, Mary Jane, you've talked to me a little bit about this. Tell me, what got you riding your own bike?
Well, I lost my Vietnam Marine to Agent Orange 2 years ago, October 7th. And it's taken me almost 2 years to get the bike out of the garage. Had to get a new battery because it didn't want to hold a charge. But finally, September 7th, the month before his 2-year anniversary, I took it out and rode it, and I've been telling everybody I'm going to ride it, and they've been on me for a long time. And I thought today, with our short ride that we're doing, I thought good a day as any to bite the bullet and try it. So it's his bike, and we're going to make it work.
Yeah. Now, you spent many years on the back of the bike. How is it now being on the front of the bike and having the controls in your hands?
It's different. It's different. We got the trike when he had cancer in 10 or 11, I should say, and we went from a our Ultra Glide to this, and I kept writing on the back, and I kept saying, do you mind putting me in the same lane as you are? Because back there, as wide as that end is, I'd say, I know you're in the right lane, but I'm kind of in the left. Do you mind? So I guess I'm a little more aware of that, and I just have to, right now, I have to really concentrate to make sure I know what gear I'm in and pay attention. Because I've tried the radio, and no, right now the radio is not what I need on. I just need to remind myself, and now and then first, and sometimes I kill it and have to get it restarted, and neutral sometimes likes to be fun to get into. Right. But I don't feel bad because my Marine had problems with that too.
Well, I just love talking with people that are brand new on a machine. Did you have any formal training?
Yes, I went through a bait with Bob in, let's see, probably 07. Okay. And I got my endorsement then. He wanted to go through it because he hadn't ridden in like 40 years, and he rode in California when he was growing up. And so I said, well, let's go through. And it took me 2 years to get convinced I should do it. But anyway, I said, at 57, you want me to learn how to handle a bike? Well, yeah, you can do everything else. You might as well learn to do that. And so I learned to ride. And, they say you always are going to lay it down sometime. I laid it down in the class. But got right back on. And so I'm not afraid to get back on. And this, is a piece of cake compared to, just two wheels. So you don't have to worry if you're going to get cockeyed and lay it down and have to embarrass yourself to get up or get somebody to help you up.
Well, I hope this year you'll get today you're going to have this ride to do today, and I hope this really gets you going, and next year I hope to see you out a bunch in the nice warm weather.
Thank you very much.
And I know you just from the short time I've talked with you, you're a strong woman. Very, very, very capable of doing what you need to do, and so I'm sure you're going to have a lot of happy miles on this bike.
I hope so.
More than 50% of those who are injured and have a case never call an attorney. Why? Maybe they don't know who to call. Many are afraid or don't like lawyers, and others just want the whole thing to go away. Call me. I can help. Legal action may not be an option in your case, but it can't hurt to find out. Call Leidendorf Law. I will speak to you about your case. Leidendorf Law, approachable and on your side.
Steel Horse Thunder has taken over the stage here at the Daleville American Legion. It may be cold outside for the Halloween ride, but we're going to light the stage on fire. Let's hear it, Daleville!
All right, Sally Joe, we got a little chilly morning here. Where are we going today?
We're just going to do a real short ride. We're going to leave our post and go to Middletown Post, to Chesterfield Post, and back to Daleville. And then we're going to do field events, which we call a rodeo, and have motorcycle competition for about 3.5 hours. And
then, now when you say field event, what kind of events are you guys going to do this afternoon?
We've got 6 different events planned. We're going to have the barrel roll, slow drags, roadkill pickup. I'm lost here for a minute.
A lot of the same field, the field events you see if you go to a rally or something like that.
And it's going to be a lot of fun to watch everybody compete and trying to win. We've got plaques to give away, and they're all wanting to win the plaques. So it'll be fun.
Cool. So what are we having for dinner?
We're having a chili cook-off. The women of the post and all around this local area are cooking chili, and well, not just the women, some of the men are joining in, having a chili cook-off. The guys here at the post are cooking hot dogs and hamburgers, and we're just having a big fun time.
Yeah, it sounds like you guys are just having a regular party when we get back, and it sounds like it's going to be a real good time.
It will. We're also having a band tonight, so it's going to last till wee hours in the morning.
See, I'm from down south. We're kind of a little more laid back. We don't do all these all-night things like this. You guys do it up right around here.
Yeah, we do. If you want to stay all night, we'll throw the pillows on the couch, and you're welcome to spend the night.
Well, I appreciate the offer. I hope you bundle up.
Thank you.
All right, man. I know you're kind of the big cheese around here for this event. What exactly is this event benefiting?
We're trying to do fundraisers and stuff for the homeless veterans and try to get them the items that they're going to need for hygiene and to stay warm during the winter, stuff like that. And then also there's a lot of less fortunate in the area here. So what we don't do for the homeless vets, we're going to try to do something for the less fortunate in the area here for Thanksgiving.
Well, I'll tell you what, with the weather we're having this morning, it is a chilly, chilly morning with the wind blowing. It's to me, it's a perfect weather though to remind all of us that there's a lot of homeless out there, and this is a really, really bad time of year for them.
That's right. You know, it's cold, but you know, once we get done, we know we got somewhere warm to go into. Our veterans that have sacrificed a lot for us, and we've got a lot of them that's out there sleeping under bridges or cardboard boxes, and you know that can't be warm, so let's be cold with them.
Well, that's what I like about the American Legion and the VFWs. When there's rides going out of there, to me it just, I don't know, it just has a little bit more meaning for me. All right, Chad, I noticed you got the big boss hoss here. It looks great, it sounds great. Can you tell me a little bit about it?
It's a 2013. It's got the SL 445 engine, Corvette, fully automatic. Transmission is a Corvette transmission, 4-speed. It comes out of the big Corvette. It goes from 0 to 50 in 1.5 seconds. And gas mileage is a thing of the past, you know. But it's automatic load leveler, just like the big deluxe cars. And like I say, the only scary part is my wife can drive it. It's fully automatic, no gear shift, just get on it and go.
Now, is this the first one you've owned?
This is the second one. I had a 2012. This is 2013.
Well, of course, because the other one was so old, you had to get a new one. I understand that completely. So obviously you like it enough, you bought another one.
Right. They give you an unbelievable warranty on it. They give you 1 year, unconditional, everything, unlimited mileage for a year. And they told me when I first bought it, I could only get about 5,000 miles out of the back tires. And I asked the man why. I said, is something wrong with it? He said, no. Says, if you're the type of person that's going to ride a horse, says, you're going to smoke them. And I said, not me. I'm a senior citizen. Well, he was right. I was wrong.
What kind of top end do these have?
I ran 125 with it. I had a little trouble with the rev limit. It's got rev limit so it don't, protect the engine. And they worked on it a little bit down at the Boss Hoss Rally, and I ran it through in third gear. I hit 125, and I still had another gear to go. And I got scared and let off of it.
Yeah, and that was in a closed course. It wasn't like it was on a regular highway or anything, right?
Well, it was on a closed bridge, a bridge about 1.5 miles long. And I tried it because there was no way traffic could come from the side, everything. And it was just as steady at 125 as it is at 70. I couldn't believe it. It was just, but I got scared of it and let off of it. It's faster than you want to go.
Well, I was going to say, it's a beautiful bike. It looks like it's just mean as mean can be. So I hope you have a good time with it.
Well, when it shifts gears, if you punch it, you literally have to hang on.
All right.
It will flat jump out from under you.
Well, I'm going to have to try one of these days.
I'll be glad to take you for a ride.
So I'm here with Rick, and inside where it's warmer, I heard people singing happy birthday. Is it your birthday?
Yes.
How old are you?
30.
You realize I'm going to be 30 in a few months.
Yeah.
How's it feel?
Good. Good.
I'm dreading the big 3-0. Should I?
Nah.
No.
No.
Okay, and what do you do here at it's the American Legion? What do you do here?
I'm the American Legion Rider Chaplain. I say prayers and all that for the rides and the events and all that, and I try to do my best around here.
Okay, and I hear you do a lot around this Daleville community. Tell me what else you do around here.
I'm the photographer for the Salem Township Fire Department. It's a volunteer. I go on the rides with them, and when I can, when they will let me.
And I hear you're also a big Steel Horse Thunder fan.
Yep. I've been watching you guys since you guys started.
Awesome. Well, we love you. Thanks for being out here today.
Thank you.
Okay, Bunny, I think it's like 30 or 40 degrees outside, and I just saw you ride in. Are you cold?
No, I got lots of layers on.
I'm too much of a wuss to ride if it's under 50 degrees. So do you ride in this weather all the time?
Actually, I'm a new rider this year, so this will probably be the coldest ride I've ever rode, but I'll be fine.
How many years have you been riding?
Just this year. This summer's my first summer.
First bike?
First bike.
And what is this?
This is a Sportster. Little 883.
I like it.
It's all dressed up and pretty.
Okay, so how many layers do you have on? Because I'm freezing just standing here.
I have 3 layers on.
All right, man. Now I know there's going to be a big dinner and some field events and everything else, but what else? I know there's something about a flag retirement. Can you explain to me what that's about?
Yeah, we're going to properly retire some flags that are tattered or torn or just wore out. They've touched the ground, and we're trying to show people that there's a proper procedure to do as far as retiring the flag. You know, you don't just throw it in a trash can or a trash bag and set it out on the curb. We actually do a procedure to properly retire that flag.
All right, man. Well, I'll tell you what. It's the breeze is blowing. We've shown how cool we are by standing out here with no jackets on. What do you say we go inside?
Sounds good to me.
All right, Mike, it's a cold day. How are you going to stay warm on this ride?
We're just going to shake a lot, I think.
You're going to shake a lot.
Hug the motor.
Hey, that's a good idea, because on those hot days, you want to stay away from the motor, but today you're going to be around it, right?
It's our best friend today.
How many rides have you done this year?
Oh, gosh. 30. Yeah.
And they've all been warm, so is this your coldest one you've ever done?
So far this year, yep.
Do you do cold rides every year?
Sometimes, yep.
Do you have a cutoff, like if it's above this degree or below this, you won't go?
Anything under 40, yeah, I'm staying home.
It's almost under 40 with this wind today.
We're hoping it's going to warm up.
Well, that'll do it for us this week on Steel Horse Thunder.
And actually, it's going to do it for us for this riding season. But keep your eye on the Facebook page, and we'll let you know, because this year, we're going to have a couple episodes throughout the winter season. And remember, it's not what you ride.
It's that you ride.
Steel Horse is brought to you by Leidendorf Law, with over 60 years experience in motorcycle and automotive injury cases.
The Steel Horse Thunder riding season is coming to a close.
Well, that'll do us. That'll do us.
That'll do us right there, I tell you what.
Well, that'll do it for us this week on Night.
But stay tuned and keep in touch with and just maybe we can go for a dance, and then after a couple drinks, go to the Facebook page and I don't know, you can
party.
We made it to Dreyer Honda South down in Whiteland. This week on Steel Horse Thunder, nipples are erect and the balls have hid.